Essential tools for machine learning. Questions to consider before you start with machine learning tools. That every machine learning workflow uh, begins with three basic questions, and your answer to these questions help you to decide whether to use the supervised learning or unsupervised learning. So the question is, what kind of data are you working with? Second, what insights do you want to get from it? And how and where will those insights be applied? So basically, most data can be categorized into four basic types from a machine learning perspective, which are numerical data, categorical data, uh, time series data, and textual data. So, machine learning algorithms find natural patterns in data that generate insight and help you make better decisions and predictions. They are used every day to make critical decisions in medical diagnosis, in trading, energy load forecasting, and many more. Some of essential things for machine learning tools that are data processing capabilities means that simplify time consuming tasks and including handling missing data or outfitters, removing noise and time aligning data with different sample rates and etc. And second is specialized machine learning apps to speed up your workflow and letting you quickly compare and select algorithms. And other is programmatic workflow for removing unnecessary features and fine tuning model parameters to achieve robust performances. Also, tools for scaling the machine learning workflow to big data and compute clusters, and automatic code generation tools for rapidly deploying your analytics to embedded targets. Now, I think of programming languages in the context of machine learning activities I want to perform with MATLAB, Python, R, Java, and Jupyter and other concerns. So basically, MATLAB, I think MATLAB is excellent for representing and working with matrices such as uh, I think it's an excellent language or platform to use when climbing into their linear algebra of a given method. And I think it is suited to learning about algorithms both uh, superficially the first time around, the deeply when you are trying to figure something out or go deep into the method. Uh, Say, for example, one of popular course in university courses for beginners like Andrew Nick's Coursera machine learning course and other courses. And also we have Python. If a popular scientific language and a rising star for machine learning, I would be surprised if it can take the data analysis mental from R, but metrics handling in NumPy may challenge. I think the some of libraries for machine learning and data analysis can be used for one-off projects and frameworks that are mature enough to be used in production systems. Also, we have R language that is again one of best statistical analysis tool by extension of machine learning, and much talk is given to the learning is curve. I did not really see the problem. It is the platform to use the understand and explore your data using statistical method and graphs. Also, we have Java family or C family that is implementing a system that uses machine learning is an engineering challenge like any other. You need good design and developed requirements, and machine learning is algorithms, not magic. You know, when it comes to serious production implementations, you need a robust library or you customize an implementation of the algorithms for your need. Other concerns we have also, if you are not a programmer or not a confident programmer, I recommend you should play machine learning using GUI interface like Vika and other tools. Also, you may want to use the same language for prototyping and for production to reduce risk for not effectively transferring the results. And you may have a pet language or favorite language and want to stick of that. Now, this is the area where Python and R have a clear advantage over MATLAB. They both have access to a number of libraries and packages for both classical means random forest, regression, SVM, and etc. And also have a modern libraries like deep learning and neural networks such as CNN, RNN, etc. So, however, Python is the most widely used language for modern machine learning research in industry and academia, but it is number one language for natural language processing, computer vision, and reinforcement learning. Thanks to many available packages such as NLTK, OpenCV, OpenAI, GIM, and etc. So basically, Python is also the number one language for most research or work involving neural networks and deep learnings because of available libraries and platforms such as TensorFlow and PyTorch, Keras, and etc. I have recently had the opportunities to try it with R, Python, and MATLAB. You can divide up the problem into different parts. In all cases, it's a good idea to go beyond the basic installation. For R, you want RStudio and IDE. For Python, IPython, notebooks, and several major libraries and are must. And MATLAB is much nicer to work in that and than Octave. Uh, if we are talking about data input output processing and post processing, then definitely Python hands down. It's all fine and good if you are just dealing with CSVs, but that is often not the case. So in the real world, Python is quite handy. Frankly, there are few languages better at this than Python, and it is surely a big part of its popularity. When we are talking about pre-built algorithms, looks like R, definitely. Although Python's some of libraries is better organized, but yes, I think looks like R always. When we are talking about novel algorithms, still probably R. Also, in plotting, all have multiple excellent plotting packages, but R is particularly broad. And in exploration, R or Python are both very good. R is probably a bit bitter, and since it handles matrices better, and Python makes it easy to record and rerun your efforts, and definitely then again R. So, in teaching, MATLAB has the most concise expression of matrix operation. So, for many algorithms, it is one of the choice. I kind of wonder about tree structure uh, through the MATLAB. Sharing purpose, again, Python notebooks are pretty nice and don't require viewers to install anything. And according to performance, I can't really say for sure as I have not properly tested. Python is the only one of the three in which out of core or online processing is particularly natural to express. So as far as I can tell, there are many interesting code parameters and performance initiatives in place for Python. Other language should obviously perform better, like C, Java. So add noted in particularly interesting. So this section will discuss the cons and pros of each programming language and summarize what was discussed in previous section. So we don't have much time to discuss one by one, but yes, I will share you these resources and slides. Just go through all three with easy to understand. Yeah, MATLAB also for our language. We have another hands-on elements. We don't have to implement these now, but we have we have to implement these all later. So if you just look at this repository, you have notebooks. So just go to this repository and fork this and download this and start working on it right now. So basically, it's all about math, like linear algebra, calculus, probability theory, graph theory. Only 10% in DevOps are know how of work because of data. So it's all because of with big data. Only 1% are realize their need to big data for fault tolerance. And we have two orthogonal aspects for this purpose. Analytics means machine learning, that is basically learning insights from data, and other is big data, means handling massive data volumes, and it can be combined or used separately.